Excuse me. Hello, this is George Senda, the real. Oh God, here's my keyboard and the remote. I was fixing CDs. The real, official, authentic, original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh. And the official, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, or trolls. Camera light is moved. And let's turn this off. Okay, well, that's not good. Running out of light bulbs. I had two blow about 2 weeks ago. I have two bulbs here, and I have one in the bedroom. So if anyone sends me these 60-watt LED light bulbs, it would be appreciated. Let's move this. You don't need to see my pile of laundry. This is a Kathy health report. I tried to sleep all day, and someone said getting off the bed is hard. No, getting off the bed is relatively easy. Getting off the bed when Fluffy's sleeping here or here, and when little girl is sleeping on your stomach or on your bad right knee, that's hard. Fluffy is here, little girl is next to me. They like to sleep on top of me. And I spent a considerable amount of time today calling Target and got foreign phone workers who could not understand the concept of buy of 1, 2, 3 electric throw blankets, none of which will heat anymore. One of which I bought in December, the second one I bought in December, the third one I bought in February. They have a 5-year warranty. They're supposed to be washable. Washed them, then dried them on the balcony so that drying the dryer wouldn't stop their ability to heat. And someone's lying because you wash them and you dry them and they won't heat. And I freeze in here. Tonight's going to be 34, so tomorrow I get to schlep all that stuff to Target after I go to the credit union. I still can't get to my account. Even though I changed the password in the credit union, when I get home it says we do not recognize your password and we have to block you, which is driving me crazy. Bank of America was bad. This credit union's website is worse. Now, I also tried to get sleep today. Extra sleep and got none because the cats, and I made the mistake of drinking 2 cups of coffee, and that made me go to the bathroom a lot. So I talked to Kathy. She got home from the hospital and she has been coughing a lot, and today, the second call, she sounds horrible, and we're both convinced the reason she got sick it is her tooth socket that needs to be pulled badly. She tried 4 times. She's going to go over Friday, but her voice was shot. So her voice was absolutely horrible. What is that? She sounded terrible. So she was croaking out her voice. So I said, I'll let you go. You get some rest. And then she had to deal with her storage. They claimed she didn't pay them. And they were threatening to sell all her stuff. So she's going to go in Friday and get the tooth pulled. But she was coughing a lot, fever, nausea, headache. I don't know what she had. The hospital said it wasn't the flu. There's something CRV or something RV. I don't know what the hell it's called. That's going around with kids, but most kids have gotten it. So I told her drink hot tea, get some cough drops if you can. Try to go in Friday to get that done. So that's about it. I've done nothing today. I should have, except there's a bunch of CDs that had no CDs in them, so I took them all and took the liner notes out. Because I have CDs with no holders, and then these are all ones that I'm going to keep. I'm going to do some of these Junie Swing Christmas. I don't know if you can see this. Mannheim Steamroller, you may remember Rush Limbaugh pushing Mannheim Steamroller. I think Art Bell did too. Halloween. The Ultimate Christmas Album, collectibles. I like Christmas music. Big Band Classics. Celtic Woman. I think there are more than one of those. Here's another blank one. And then I found there was a Johnny Mathis. Kathy likes Johnny Mathis, so I put that in the sleeve. I'll give her the other. I think there's two of those. So I will go out tomorrow and get food, go to the credit union, take all 3 electric blankets, including the here. I get to unplug them. The bed is lying on top of them. One of them, but they don't. You plug them into the blankets don't get warm. So I got to dig all that up. I said, I don't know if I have the third one. I sure don't have the box or the paperwork. Well, we have the emails, so we can look you up. Go in the store, take them back, and we'll give you new blankets. You cannot buy electric throw blankets in the store anymore. You have to order them online and either pick them up or have them delivered to you. And I'm not going all the way to Target to pick up more electric blankets. I'd like to just get one blanket. Now my voice is going too. I had been coughing and clearing my throat, so, and it's going to be 34 tonight here. That's why I want a new electric blanket, other than the electric kitty. So, and I have to go out and feed Tiny One and Mama Cat and Gray and little not kitten. Losing track of the cats here, and the big-headed Gray. So I'll do that. I'll do this till 7:30, and then I'm going to go feed the cats. And then I'm going to... well, I haven't gotten my mail yet. They claim to send a certified letter and then charge their $10 for their certified letter. So I'm going to call them if they'll answer the phone and say, the mail on this storage space goes to my P.O. box, and I haven't received any mail on it for her. And you're charging her $10 for a certified letter that, and she claims she paid it, but with June and July, with trying to get that house that she didn't get, everything went to hell. She didn't pay her rent according to where she lives either. She had to pay $380 or $480, and I said, you should go to housing and tell them about that. The former manager charged her a humongous amount for not paying the rent. And, when I was late with the rent payment, it's $35. It's not $500. So I think you should go to housing and raise hell about that. And they go through managers where she lives like they're M&Ms. And each one there is one good manager, and the rest of them were the A-word. They're jerks. One of them, the last one, made her throw out her plastic Christmas tree. I got her. That depressed Kathy, and told her, "Oh, this looks tacky. You need to get rid of it." And I don't think she has a right to tell her to get rid of her Christmas tree, but I'm going to take care of that next year. Get her a real Christmas tree. And in 11 days, this channel will have a milestone, and I hope people donate to the channel on that date. On December 23rd, if I had been thinking about that time, I would have made it December 24th or December 25th. I will have been on this channel for 12 years. Oh, good. Going into the start of my 2011. I think that's what, yeah, it's going to 12 years now. I have to look at the analytics. And remember, you can donate to the channel through, not that I get many donations. And I got this guy, he wants to chat with me. And yet he's made disgusting comments about Kathy, Oops. So, sent me $1 and he wants to be pals with me. And I told him no. And by the way, the Dolores Sanderson said, "You're mean to people." I'm not mean. I don't have a mean bone in my body that isn't full of arthritis. But if you disrespect me in chat, you disrespect Kathy, I'm going to be mean. I'm going to kick you out. Well, Superstorm, yeah, Superstorm. I don't know what the Superstorm is. I'm a little concerned about that, but I have the Global Superstorm, both copies, hardback and paper. Although one day I hope to have one that isn't the library copy, but it is sitting on my shelf. And I've been defending Art Bell and Whitley Strieber for years, saying we're getting more and more severe storms. And there was a news story about 2 weeks ago that said we're getting more and more severe storms, and they're happening earlier and earlier. Art and Whitley were right. And they were, as usual, denigrated by the scientific community. And they're doing a Patreon or something, Art Bell, hours and hours on YouTube. I just saw one today. So there's one Art Bell book. There's paperback and my hardback there. And of course I have the movie The Day After Tomorrow. When the day premiered in Los Angeles, scientific experts said that it was impossible for tornadoes to form in the Los Angeles basin. The day the movie premiered, a tornado touched down in Long Beach, which is in the Los Angeles basin. This is why I don't believe a lot of scientific experts. And I didn't sign for it. At least not after the last time I got my mail. My favorite part in Day After Tomorrow is the guys in the office building, and it's not a racist comment. The guy looked Mexican. He has headphones on. He's vacuuming away, and he's still vacuuming. Half the building disappeared. He's still got the cord plugged in. He's vacuuming the hallways. And the guy opens up the door, and there's no building. It's like step out into the unknown, and people are falling out the building. This guy just vacuuming away. I thought that was funny as hell. He's got his headphones on. He's listening to something. He's not hearing the tornadoes. He's not hearing the wind. He's just doing his job, cleaning the building. So, 2012, I think The Day After Tomorrow was a better movie. It made me never want to go near frost, ice, and snow again for a long time. By the way, Lake Tahoe, this latest storm, got 70 inches of snow. So, almost 6 feet. Skiers are happy, but it's causing super storms are included with a chupacabra. Is that a chupacabra? Is that a chocolate covered can't even say it. It is a chocolate covered chupacabra on a stick, frozen chupacabra. What do you get with the chupacabra bar? Bang mark. And of course, you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99, where you see content nowhere else. On the 30th, I will go out with Kathy if she's well. I will drop the iPad off, get it repaired. I'll drop the phone and get it repaired. We're on the 2nd. And thank God I'll have the iPad repaired. And we're going to go out to our restaurant and then go to San Francisco for hopefully there'll be no rain, no heavy fog New Year's Eve celebration. So I still have not cleaned up the area behind me. I have to do that because I've been trying to sleep. I was up at 4:30 in the morning when she called me the other day, and I couldn't get back to sleep all day. I couldn't get to sleep today. Tripping little girl. So exciting news about the fusion at the Lawrence Livermore Labs. Now they are not anywhere near commercial production. That might take a couple decades, but they're getting to the point now where they're doing the fusion. They're getting energy out of it. And Kudlow said tonight, what would that happen if they actually developed fusion and all this money spent on inefficient green energy would have to be thrown out the window? Because if you have fusion, you don't need hydrogen, you don't need wind, you don't need solar. Maybe everybody could have their Mr. Fusion in their own house. You have to have a magnetic bottle because it gets really hot in that field, as I understand it. But I'm not a physicist, and don't pretend to be one. But imagine you've got warp drive. So, yeah, Sharknado. A Chupinado. Anyway, what salsa goes with chupacabra? So, you have to control those temperatures. I think I've heard that if the thing were to escape, it's like having a sun go off, and everything is vaporized. So I don't know, but remind me to be out of town that weekend. I don't think the whole planet would be vaporized; just that area would be vaporized. And Kathy's father was an engineer, and one of his last jobs was working at the Lawrence Livermore Labs. So I've been to Lawrence Hall of Science many times years ago, but not in the. There's a Berkeley lab there too, but it's the restricted area, but never in there. So, well, there's this hat, and then there's this hat. And I'm not wearing the green alien shirt because I want to do some wash tomorrow. I'm going to gather up my clothes, which need it, after I get back. But I have 3 electric blankets to take. One has a hole in it. They said after a year, don't worry about the condition. You can bring them back. I don't keep the boxes. I don't have room for all the stuff I buy. I don't keep the receipts. I guess I'm going to have to start making copies of the receipts or keep them in a folder. But you don't expect to get 3 throws and have them Biddeford throws. That's Target's brand name for their twin blanket. You don't expect 3 of them to die on you. Got 2 in December, 1 in February, and I was nice and warm for a while until they stopped working. Yeah. I haven't figured out how to put on both hats at once. Let's see. What can I do here? Be a little silly here. Let's see. One of these likes to fall over. All right, there we go. Now we have a double decker hat. There we go. We have 2 hats, 2 hats, 2 hats in one. That's kind of heavy. Ow. Hey. Whoa. It don't want to stay on exactly, does it? There we go. I don't know if it looks kind of dumb or not. Thought I'd try it. What the hell? There we have 2 hats. 2 hats for the price of 1. Well, okay. I think I'll put the red one on. Wait a minute. That's interesting. This one's tight. This one's a looser hat. So and if I run out of bowls, I can pour my popcorn in it. Okay. If I had popcorn. Yeah, I love these hats. I gotta get, next year I gotta get lights for these hats, though. Tree wizards climb radio towers. I hope not. A couple of videos showing the world's biggest AM transmitter equipment. I think it was WJZ in Chicago. Gigantic things, and then their gigantic tower. Of course, Art Bell's radio towers are still up, which makes me wonder why. He's gone unless Aaron is doing ham radio. Well, that's the whole point of it. My friend sent me 2 of these and cat toys. My cats don't play with cat toys anymore, so I'm going to send them to people that do. I have cats that do play with cat toys. And I'm excited Lucky Farrell's got Goldie, the cat, the 3rd cat to be spayed or neutered out of 7, costing her a small fortune. That's a channel with 4 cats, and she's rescued cats and brought them into her home. So Goldie ate for the first time she got spayed. So the other one, Richard and Sammy, are eating out of her hand, and she has this way with cats that's incredible. Excuse me. Something is making me burp. Had the last chicken earlier. Maybe that's why the chicken is attacking me. So I'm gonna try to clear this up tomorrow. I'll make sure, definitely sure I get rid of this stuff. But I have another problem. Every time I want to clean the bed, there's a cat in the way, and I hate to move them. So I'll be glad when this phone gets a new battery, and the same with the iPad. I need a new. They'll have to give me a new screen protector. I'm not right here. I only got one thing. I kept forgetting every time I was in Safeway. Now you can get the one thing I did as a child. They're still very potent. You get them on Amazon. You get Smith Brothers, the licorice and the cherry, and I think they have a honey, and those things are potent. And the other thing they still make, I think, is Ludens. But the ones that soothe my throat, I told Kathy, get some cough drops. Drink hot tea with lemon and get cough drop. Is Halls. I'm normally allergic to the scent or something of eucalyptus, but I can do the Halls menthol eucalyptus with no issue. Give me a minute. I have a little bit of work to do here on my phone for a second. The city keeps being attacked, and then I have to go in and send my last army out, or it gets attacked again. Very annoying. I went to the doctor, got attacked. I went to the store, I got attacked. I had no shields. Turkeys. So, where was it? There we go. Okay. Kathy, I don't like Ricola. I tried Ricola. Don't like those at all. Kathy, her voice is gone. She's been coughing for days now. And I think it's because she's got a bad tooth that needs seriously be pulled. She was trying for a month to go to the dentist. They were closed one day. She went the wrong place. Then they told her finally, we only pulled the teeth on Wednesday and Friday, which is weird. So, well, that's what they're intended for. These hats are, hold on, little ornaments, see? That's what they're for. They're Christmas tree hats. I had the money, being that I'm into the UFOs, I'd have someone do a hat that would look like Devil's Tower with lights on it and a UFO on top, a lighted UFO. Close Encounters. And I hope in a few days to finally figure out how to hook up my Blu-ray player and I can watch my Ancient Aliens and my Superman DVD. No, I think that string never worked. I think her socket is really badly inflamed and infected. They need to pull it and rinse it out and clean it out and all that. They do something now with, I have a gum that is, they had to go in and open that up because they do something I don't like. They used to sew it shut and it would heal, and it would heal properly. Now they just leave it open to the air and the elements. I don't like that. So, but she's been suffering now for a month, so I think it finally caught up with her. I'm just glad she didn't have COVID. So, and I'm glad she didn't have the flu. She had her flu shot, she had her booster shot, but I haven't heard her sound that horrible in a long time, and we've been together 45 years, you know. So, yeah, one of these nights I will put on the YouTube with Art Bell and play like 12 hours of Art Bell. How long? I used to fall asleep in George and already, but Art would keep me awake. But can I stay awake for 12 hours of Art Bell? I don't know. I'm not a young man anymore. Used to stay up all night listening to Art Bell, and now I stay up all night watching YouTube. I'm finally tired of watching the episodes of Scorpion. There's not a lot much I like on Amazon Prime. I cleared up my table. I have to start eating these tangerines. This is one of the first Apple devices I ever had. Make some room. Whoa, what is going on with the flickering? I got flickering here on the screen. That's wild. Oops. Hello. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the flickering. Not flickering on the YouTube screen, it's flickering on the whatever it is. This is my old iPod. And I don't have a pair of earphones, I think, that work. But I have packed a lot of music on this. Back in the day, I used to clip this on me and listen to it when I rode BART on the subway. I don't think it won't connect to my two Volkswagens in the bedroom, sadly. It's just not a fourth generation iPod, so I need a second, fourth gen. Well, if I ever move out of here, I'll have both iPods hook up with the lights and all of that. Pity they don't have a horn or something. They're kind of cool. The little Volkswagen you can play music on. They have speakers and they're powered. Plug them in. They don't make them anymore. They're still cool. What's the haps? Yeah. What's happening? Hello, Fancy Top. Hello, everybody. Welcome for coming in. Welcome and thank you for coming in. I'm out there working tonight. I mean, they're sucking on too many cough drops. Can you get addicted? Can you get addicted to menthol cough drops? That's the question. So, fancy topper, yes. As opposed to Cosmo topper. What is with this flickering? The OBS screen is going very strange. Maybe the light's bouncing off the camera too much. Do I need that? Let's see. Oops. Uh-oh. This is very loose. Little girl knocked this over, and I haven't quite straightened it. I've got to really take everything off this table, except for the quarters. No, it's still doing it. It's not the camera light. It's OBS itself for some reason. Maybe it's the wrong angle. No, I don't know why it's doing that. I hadn't noticed that before. Anyway. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your support. No, I don't think it's power surges. She has antibiotics she got from Western Dental. I don't know if the emergency room gave her antibiotics, and I did not have the chance to ask her because she sounded so horrible. I said, you go get some rest. I'm not going to leave you on the phone. I called her this morning, too, so, but she sounded bad shape. So she could barely croak out anything. So that's about it. I hope she goes and I know if she gets a tooth pulled, she'll be better. At least I hope so. New toupee is calling. You know, it might be. I think these are aluminum. Let's see that theory. Remove the hats. Remove the hats. No, that's not it. Maybe it's all these LED bulbs, or actually, that's a regular light bulb over there. I don't know. They are strange. Maybe it's a signal from the Grays, from Santa Gray. Well, I don't know if it'll attract new interest because I had 8 subscribers and went down to 3, and then people left. One guy was fighting with me in Washington State and claimed I stole from him and other things. What the hell is that noise out there? Hold on a minute. Something is. Oh, I think it's the 730 Mama Cat. Yes, it is the 730 Mama Cat. Okay. Well, people, the Mama Cat and the kitten are being insistent, which means I must go. It is time. Mama Cat demands feeding, so I must go. I obey the Mama Cat. Mama Cat will scratch on the screen door. So I'm going to go feed the kitties. And since I'm wide awake, I had 2 cups of coffee today, and that made me go to the bathroom all day. So I will get back on when I will get back. I'll come back. But she sits there on her hind legs and starts. So I'm about to go because Mama wants her food. So this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. I cannot drink V8 juice. I cannot drink tomato juice. I don't know. I've never been north of 50 miles north of Santa Rosa. So how did I get to Washington State and steal his stuff? The guy was, but he took all the videos attacking me down. I looked at his channel the other day. I found that I had like 350 subscriptions, so I started removing subscriptions. A couple of them, I think, there's this great guy called Calico Cat. He was a great pianist. I think he's dead. There hasn't been a video. I've got to go feed the cats. Mama Cat is being insistent. I must feed her. All right, I'll be back. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great evening. Stay warm. And I'll be back in about a half an hour. It takes that long to go over and feed the cats. And hopefully no evil raccoons. Harris Teeter aluminum foil, never heard of it. She can't drink tomato juice anymore either. She used to drink Snappy Tom. It churns her stomach. So when you get old, things you ate as a kid, like pumpkin seeds and other things, you can't eat them anymore. All right, that's it for this one. Have a good night, people. I'll be back. Bye-bye, and thanks for coming in. Donations would have been nice.